Hey folks, Rob back for another Rob Plays, and this week we've got Sunburst, originally developed by John M. Phillips of Nebulous fame and published by Hewson on their Racket label in 1987. The idea of this one is pretty straightforward. You pilot a little starfighter and you need to collect energy before bombing the sun. So let's dive in, hit play and do it. Start off with 5 lives, and it's pretty simple to start out with. Controls are left, right to rotate, up, down to control speed. And your goal is to locate these enemy settlements. Now you can shoot those blue carriers. They'll drop an orb with that counts down. Collect those for your energy. Now if you look in the bottom left, you can see that energy bar. Your idea is you want to get that up to, all the way up to the right, to the plus. Ugh. You need to avoid those brown hunters. They'll steal your energy if you're not careful. And these grey enemies, I think they're phantoms, they'll give you temporary shielding. So you've sort of got to balance everything to start with. But let's do this. You think it looks pretty easy, but it's just a tough challenge because you've got to avoid, you don't want to touch the hunters because they'll steal your energy. You can't touch the carriers because they'll kill you. And you can't touch the little bases they spawn from either. So it's like this classic formula of things. See? I'm not completely rubbish at this, but there's just a bit of concentration you need to get going. Okay. But one of the first things you notice with this game that I absolutely love for the touches is like the fake light sourcing you see on your fighter. You can't see it as well when you've got the shield up, but now, see as I rotate, you can just sort of see the mixture of colours. Oh, why am I shooting the phantoms? I can use those. Good. Curses. I really need to get some energy. Because the thing is, so those hunters will drain your energy, but along with that, if you run out, you will die, so you've got to be careful. 3 ships. This is terrible so far. Utterly terrible. Come on, we can do this. I've been able to do this, so maybe I'll go quiet for a bit. Maybe I'll go quiet for a bit, and that'll help as well, I think. Okay. All right, come on. So the idea is, you line up. Alright. Almost there. I think it's like 1 or 2 more we'll need, providing we don't get any hunters. Hunters are the worst. Oh, now we've got the asteroids. Oh no. Alright. Alright, 1 more. Okay, I think there's another collection up here. Come on. Oh no. Alright. Okay, come on. Yes. Oh, 1 more. Unfortunately, these asteroids are... Alright, we've done it. You can see in the bottom left the indicator is just turned to arrows. We fly into the sun and we've completed the first stage. It collapses, goes into a black hole, new territory. It pretty much, the formula doesn't change much. You'll get more enemies, you can see these asteroids are now coming earlier. And there's an enemy here, the whirlwind, that warps you to another part of the stage that you want to avoid because it's sort of disorienting. So, yeah, there's no time limit or anything, you've just got to do it without dying. You get an extra life for every stage you come to, and I've just wasted it. But you can sort of see what the subject is. It's a pretty straightforward blaster, but I like the fact that it's a multi-directional one, which always tend to be a little less common. Most of them tend to be kind of poor. This one, it is a budget game, and I think for a budget game, it's really solid. It's the kind of game that does what the 64 does pretty well. Good 2D scrolling action, good mix of sprites. Alright, that's the whirlwind that I just blasted. Just got to be careful because we've got to find the next colony. Yeah, it does call them colonies in the instructions. There we go. One. No hunters. No hunter. Alright. Oh, could use that a couple of stages in. It's a good little budget game. As I said, I like the presentation. The graphics are nice. Sounds do the job. You know, the music's a simplistic tile tune, but it works. Controls are pretty tight, although you've got to get used. You've really got to control your speed. That's sort of one of those things you have to do to be able to be any good at this. So you can turn, you know, because you can't exactly turn on a dime, but you need to be able to. Okay. We sort of got to get used to where all the sporting points are, all the colonies. Alright, let's see if we can do this. Why am I shooting the damn phantoms? Something I really love is the parallax scrolling. It's sort of really subtle, but the starfields have... terrible. The starfields have that parallax, you know, they're static while you're moving around the rest of the map. Just adds a little bit of detail, looks amazing. It's always the little things that make a good game so much more impressive. Okay. No, I steal my energy. Okay, there's some carriers there. Oh, and I just zapped one, and there's an asteroid, and it's gonna hit me. Ah, game over. Game over. To be honest, I don't really think there's much more to show. I mean, there's more enemy types, but this is pretty much Sunburst. It's a great little budget blaster that, when I finally worked out how to play it, because I remember seeing screenshots and like, oh, this looks good, and I had no idea how to play it. But then I finally hunted it down, got a copy, got the instructions and read through them. It's like, oh, and when I understood that, it all clicked supremely. I mean, there's all our enemies. I haven't seen the spinner or the octopod, so I'm guessing those will come up in later stages. I don't know how many there are. I think I've made it to the third. So I've completed that second one, the blue one. But yeah, that is Sunburst. Well worth checking out if you ask me. You know, it's a budget game, so it's not too hard to get a hold of. It's not going to be costly. I think I only paid a few pounds. It was definitely under $10 Australian with an order of some other games I got. Pretty damn good fun. So, as always, thanks again for watching. If you have enjoyed this, please leave comments, thoughts, or anything like that. If you haven't already, please do consider subscribing. Subscribers, you know, always help channel growth, and you know, and it's always good to subscribe and see the latest things as they come, especially to learn some new stuff. I try to do a mix of well-known stuff and not so well-known stuff. Thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you all next time.